What's going on, creators? Anthony here, and in this video we're going to create some captions, graphics, and titles in CapCut. Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are in CapCut, and I've actually already imported this clip. It's basically like a short form video for YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, that sort of thing. And I'll play through it just so you can hear what it says. These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too. I actually posted this on my Instagram, which you should follow, by the way, if you're not. But to get started, I'm actually just going to quickly color grade this clip. Now, this is not our dedicated video on color grading. We have a training associated with that. I'm just going to very quickly come up, and in this tab here, we're going to make sure we have adjustment selected. I'm going to use a LUT for this, one that I downloaded from contentcreatortemplates.com. It is my slog3 LUT, and right away, that just makes it look so freaking good, which I'm now happy with. Now, level 1 of adding titles and graphics in CapCut is really easy. We're gonna just come up to the left-hand side of the screen, select text, and now we have our default text right here, which we can drag and put on our timeline. So we've created this little layer right here, which we can increase the length of, decrease the length of. We can hit Command B and create a cut point, and now we have 2 different text layers. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, if we select our first clip here, I'll lengthen it again. We can double click on it and change it to anything. So this short form is the 5 essential apps. So I could say 5 essential, and then we'll hit Shift Enter to go to a new line and type apps. Now, if you've ever used any application, even Word documents before, you're probably going to be pretty familiar with this text tab up here and all the tools that we have at our disposal. So if we wanted to, we could change the font. I will come down, and there's one that I've been liking a lot lately. Coconut is good. We can grab this and increase the size. And now, because we're in the text edit mode, I'll just click off of the graphic layer and then select it again. This will allow us to move it around. Now, I really like that. Maybe just a little smaller. That looks good. Now we could bold it, underline it, all those things, right? I'm gonna leave those off for now. We can change the color here, which I'm actually just gonna do like a nice yellow color. I think that's good. I think they're a little separated too much. So here where it says line, we can just decrease the height between the 2 lines. I think that looks a lot better. Now, a lot of really straightforward stuff here that I probably don't need to explain to you. These styles are pretty cool though. You could click through these and it will just essentially do all of the styling for you. You'll probably recognize a lot of these. Many creators use CapCut for their short form content, but I'm going to turn the style off and actually just go back. It looks like that changed our color, and switch it back to yellow. Another really helpful tool down here is the stroke and the background tab. So if I select the stroke is just an outline around the text. You can see now it has that black outline. A lot of people are using this effect right now. I'll turn it off, and then we can actually test the background as well. So if you wanted to, you could create a background around the entire text layer. Then you could change some of these settings here, like the height and the width, and just customize it to exactly the way you like. You can round the edges a little bit there. If I click off of it, you can see it has round edges. And we can use the offset here to make sure the text is perfectly centered. And although I do think that looks really good, I'm going to turn the background off. That was just for training purposes. We have glow here, which is pretty cool. I just turn the intensity down. You can play around with these settings and get it exactly the way you like. I think that looks pretty cool. Then we also have shadow underneath that. You can see there it just added a little bit of drop shadow. We can change the blurriness and make it more kind of faded of a shadow in the back. We can create distance between the shadow. You can see I usually like to keep that pretty close though. And overall, I think that's all a really nice graphic that we've got going on. Now let's time it in the video to make sure it pops up when I actually say 5 essential apps. So we'll play through. These are the 5 essential apps. So right these are the 5 here. That is good. These are the 5 essential apps I use every. And then we'll can it right there so it actually pops off the screen. These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator. Now, one quick, really helpful feature that I want to show you. Let's say you just put in all this work, you got your graphic looking amazing. You can really quickly duplicate it and use it over and over and over again if you want to. All you need to do is hold the Option or Alt key on your computer, select your graphic layer while holding that button, and then drag it somewhere new. That literally just duplicates it, and we can do this over and over and over again. We can stack graphics and create multiple layers. It's crazy what we could do. I could say, right, put this up here and then say must watch. Drag this up, And this is how quickly and easily you can add tons of graphics to your videos, all maintaining the same style. But for right now, we will just hit Command Z and just go back to where we were before. Cool, now that's level 1. We've added text, it looks good, we put some style into it, but let's animate this text and actually make it pop up and look professional. So all we need to do here is come over to the animation tab. And now CapCut actually has some really nice animations built right into the application. Some of them do require a pro membership, and those are labeled here. But at the same time, there are a ton of these that are cool and don't require anything. So I like this one right here. It gives you a little preview when you hover over on it. I'm going to select it, and now it's added it to our video. So if we go back to our graphic here, now that I see this one, I'm not a huge fan of it. So let's just try a different animation here. See what this one looks like. Oh, that one looks super cool. I love how that all comes in together. So we'll just play through that really quick to give you an idea.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day.
Awesome. So that's our in animation. You can see it still doesn't have an animation on the outside. So all we have to do, select our layer, come to animation. We had the in tab selected before, so now we have to select the out tab, and we can choose another one. Let's see what we've got going on. All right, so let's select this blur one and see what that looks like. Play through it.
Apps I use every day.
Not bad. I can live with that for now. I do think the animation lasts a little too long though, and I can actually change that. If we come over here, and you can see at the bottom of the animation tab, we have the duration. And now we have the duration of the in animation, and we have the duration of the out animation here. So I'm pretty happy with the in animation. I'm just gonna decrease the length of the out animation to make it really quick. Let's do 0.2 seconds. So let's play through this and see how it looks.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too.
I love that. I think that's really good. And as far as a really basic graphic with a little animation is concerned, I think that looks amazing. But we can actually take this whole thing to a new level and use one of the best features of CapCut, which is the auto caption feature. So if you have your clip selected and you go over to the text tab in the top left, come down here and you'll see auto captions. Now make sure your language is selected and we will hit create. Now you can see here it's added 3 different text layers, all with the captions. Now they're pretty small here at the bottom. So all we need to do is select one of these, and now we can change the font, we can increase it, and that looks good. And you'll notice that change carried over to all the other text layers too. These all increased in size, and that's because when we have the caption selected, we have this button checked right here, which is apply to all. If I uncheck that and make a change, let's say I make this one small now, it won't carry over to the other captions, which is just a useful tool that you should be aware of. But we'll hit Command Z and go back. Now I usually make my captions all capital letters. We can change the font to, where are we? I like the coconut font, or rainbow is actually really good too. So that looks good, and we'll just play through it really quick.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur.
Oh, but we'll see there I didn't have the box checked. We have to make sure we have apply to all checked, and now that should change everything, although we need to make sure that these are all capital as well. There we go.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too.
All right, so pretty cool, but I actually want to split these up even more. I'd rather have multiple layers with fewer words on them. So all we need to do here is select one of our captions, come up here, and instead of the text tab, let's come to the captions tab. Now you can see these are our 3 captions right here. So all I need to do is figure out where I want the captions to start and end. So we'll play through this really quick. So I want the first line to be, these are the 5. And then we'll remove the rest. And so I will create a split point right here. I can actually come up to the caption. And now all we need to do is grab this and just cut it out by hitting Command X. And then we'll come to this next layer. So now I can see exactly what we've done here. I'll play through it.
These are the 5 essential apps I use.
So see how we split that layer? Now I actually want to do that again with the I use every day. I want to make that its own layer. So let's find where that is said.
Essential apps I use.
A little earlier.
Essential apps.
Right there. So we'll click on our caption. We'll split it by hitting the split button. We'll get rid of I use every day, and then get rid of all the text before that on the next caption. Now let's see how that looks.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur.
Let's split that one as well. So it says as a content creator, split, and then and entrepreneur.
Content creator.
Right there, split, get rid of and entrepreneur, and get rid of that. So that all looks pretty good. Let's play through it.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too.
Sweet, I love that. That looks really good. But now we can actually animate these as well. So if we come to the first one, we can go up to our animation tab and let's use this one right here, the wave in effect. So you can see right there, it automatically applied it.
These are the five essential apps.
So a little subtle animation here at the beginning. I think that looks really nice. I'll usually then leave this one off just so we're not overdoing the animations. Now we can come to this third one, animation. Let's see what else we got. We can have them type on. So we'll select that. We can play through that and check it out.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day.
That's pretty cool.
These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too.
Now let's actually change the size of this. So we'll uncheck apply to all, make this a little bigger so we don't just have one word on that second line. Come to animation and let's find a new one. Some of these are cheesy, but of course some are actually really good. So we'll use that one like that. So it kind of fades in a little bit. Let's play through that. These are the 5 essential apps I use every day as a content creator and entrepreneur. You should use them too. Pretty cool, not that bad. And realistically, if I were going as fast as I could, this would have only taken maybe 1 to 3 minutes max. So it just goes to show with a powerful app like CapCut, you can get this stuff done really fast. Now we'll have more trainings on more advanced graphics that we can use in CapCut, but as a general starting point, I wanted you to be aware, these are the features that most people are using in the app and they look super pro in my eyes. So don't be afraid to shoot a short clip of yourself talking like this, add some graphics to it, just have a blast getting used to these features. Other than that, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.